I noticed the other day that my subscriber count is getting dangerously close to 2,000. Actually, it'll probably be past that by the time this video is posted. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of my subscribers. I really do appreciate your interest. When I started making YouTube videos almost 4 years ago now, I was just making them for my friends and family. I had no idea that thousands of other people would be interested in this stuff. But here we are now with 2,000 subscribers. So thank you, and I hope I can keep making new content that you all find interesting or helpful. Most of my content lately has been about the pet, so I thought it was time to change things up a little bit. My first video I ever did was about my VIC-20. So now I thought it was time to show you the Commodore 64. This is the Commodore 64 I bought in 1986. I bought it at the Base Exchange at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. It would seem on 15/7 of 86 for $149. This tag here is a service tag from when I had it repaired. Oh, here's the bill from when I had it serviced. $20 for a 6581 SID chip. November of 86, so I didn't have it for very long before I ruined the SID chip. I've no doubt that I did that damage just messing around and experimenting. And it would seem that it wasn't covered under warranty. I've got the warranty card here. And authorized service centers, no idea why I kept this for all these years. RF switch, fast load cartridge, and a modem, and a power supply. I haven't had this out for a few years. I've mostly been using my Commodore 128. On the back here is the reset button that I installed back in 86 or 87. Here's the 1541 floppy drive that I bought on 1/8 of 86. Military day, month, year. So it looks like I got this just a couple of weeks after the Commodore 64. Warranty card for this one's still in there. This one looks pretty yellowed. Still have the transport card in there. I took the screws out here so I could open this up and have a look at the inside. Here's that reset button that I installed years ago. That's got a connector on it. There's a resistor, and I think there's a diode in there and a capacitor on a connector that's just mounted with the button. It's a 250425 board. Got everything set up now, ready to run. Using an Atom power supply from Commodore Forever. I'm using this AV breakout box here. Composite, audio, and S-video out. This switch selects between stereo and dual mono. And there's a trim here for the video level. Using this Cloner Alliance Box Pro to record audio and video. But the Cloner box doesn't record S-video. So I also use this StarTech converter. This takes S-video and outputs VGA. VGA goes to the Cloner box, audio goes direct to the Cloner box, and a powered speaker connected to the headphone output on the Cloner box. I haven't used this one for a few years, so I'm going to start with some diagnostics and make sure it still works. Yep, we got a good color picture. And it looks like RAM's okay. One of the reasons I decided to bring out the old Commodore 64 today was these that I just recently bought. Easy Flash and Kung Fu Flash I want to try out. The other reason was to try out the new Empire Strikes Back game that was just released on Star Wars Day, which I have put on this SD card. But first, I want to test out the floppy drive, make sure that still works, and explore some of my old floppies. Play some Sid music here. Ah, one of my favorites. We know the floppy drive works now, and the SID chip's working. I'm going to play around with these discs a little longer, but I won't bore you with that, and we'll skip ahead in the video. The Easy Flash 3 has been out for quite a while, but this is my first time using one, so I spent a little time familiarizing myself with how it works. The Kung Fu Flash has been out for just a little while, and it's quite useful. It does a lot of things that the Easy Flash does. But one of the things the Easy Flash does that the Kung Fu Flash doesn't is kernel replacements. I've loaded one C64 kernel in there, the V3 kernel, and an Action Replay and Super Snapshot cartridge. One of the differences with the Kung Fu Flash also is the Kung Fu Flash uses CRT files, but the Easy Flash needs bin files. So there is a EasyProg built in, option P, there at the bottom. And I can write another kernel. Let's put this on kernel 4. And this is going to the SD to IEC, where I have a few kernel files. Let's try the PET64 kernel. And it asks for a name for the menu. And we'll press the menu button, and now we have that new menu, PET64, and if we choose that, we get the monochrome 4064 kernel. If we choose S for Super Snapshot, we get the Super Snapshot. F7 drops us back, and then the special button returns us to the Super Snapshot menu. Menu returns us back to the Easy Flash menu. R for Action Replay. Likewise, special returns us to the Action Replay menu. Reset button menu. One of the things that's really nice about the Kung Fu Flash is that it remembers the last cartridge you had installed and comes right up in that cartridge. So the last cartridge I ran on here was the Super Snapshot. Likewise, we can exit out and press the special button and return to the snapshot menu. If we press the menu button, we go back into the Kung Fu Flash menu. This is the SD card that you can get from the FutureWiz 8-bit with the Kung Fu Flash cartridge. There's a lot of cart images on here. The delete key takes you back a level. The Empire Strikes Back. I like that Imperial March. There's instructions for the Empire Strikes Back here. Space next. No speeder down. We got full-size ATs, and they're firing at me. Ooh, stage 2 cleared. What do we got now? Well, there's a quick look at the new Empire Strikes Back game for the Commodore 64, and a quick look at my old Commodore 64 here. So I suppose that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing, and I'll leave you with the Imperial March.